Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our podcast called Four Teens because we are four teens and we record podcasts. Today's episode is about me. And my name is Haley.
The lack of enthusiasm.
I'm Lauren. I'm Isabella.
I'm Gloria.
And I already said my name. And this is me.
Oh, this is gonna be the best episode ever.
Good evening or morning, everybody watching. Hope you all had a nice day.
We should probably explain what this series is.
Yeah. Someone else start talking.
What we felt is that we were not all equally represented on the podcast. Well, Gloria came up with this idea. She said that we could each have about 15-minute episodes, just kind of explaining who we are more as people, rather than just our favorite color and stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. This first episode of this series is Haley. Okay, talk about yourself.
I think she's secretly the most interesting.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm making spaghetti. And I don't know what I'm supposed to say about myself.
So we can ask you questions and help guide.
Yeah. Do that.
There we go. Put my plate.
I'm so boring. You guys expect so much from me.
No, you're seriously not boring.
Well,
You're
I
the
just felt
deepest personality ever.
you do actually. You're the coolest out of all. I think you knew, but I just want to.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So, let's see. Our first question. So we can deep questions, not just who's your favorite actor? Because we know that one.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah. Haley, you need to listen to the episode, the Ask the Opposite Gender episode, because
Did you guys ask him who Timothy Chalamet was?
no.
Wait, what'd they say?
Challenge or something.
You said my name, but what did they say?
He was so we were describing our types, and Soren goes, they're going to narrow it down to Timothy Chalamet or something. And then he said Chalamet.
Said it so weirdly.
The only good men are me and Timothy Sagmagoo.
Okay, so your first question is, what motivates you?
What kind of question is that?
Here,
I don't know. Haley, how many fan accounts do you have / editing accounts?
Leave!
these are bad questions. Listen,
I
what's your
have
biggest,
one
Haley,
editing
what's your
account.
biggest passion? And then just
My
go
biggest
off.
passion. Who's talking? Who's not?
I'm talking.
But
It's smoking.
I
The
forgot to
spaghetti is smoking.
Is it steaming or is it smoking?
I don't know. It's hot.
Stop showing me backpack ads.
Okay.
It's your fault for
So-
reading backpacks for 45 minutes.
Someone asked me the editing account question, and I can answer that.
Okay, how many editing / fan accounts do you have across all
Well,
platforms?
have I had total, or do I have now?
Currently,
Both.
or both, yeah.
So, total, I've had around 6. But right now, I only have 1.
Okay.
But I
That's
just
questionable.
left the one I used to edit on because I got bored. So now I edit Avatar, which is really
You don't-
nice.
You don't edit what you used to?
No. I edit cartoons now.
Didn't even know that was an option.
Oh, yeah, there's no limits. I don't know. I've been editing since I was 11. So I've gotten kind of decent at it, I guess.
You're good at it.
Yeah,
you're
you are.
really good at it.
11 is a weird age.
Yeah.
I really expected her to be 6.
I honestly expected her to have 20 accounts.
I don't,
Very
because when I edit on an account, my goal is to only edit about the passion that I feel. So right now I like to edit Avatar because that's my favorite thing. But I'm sure I'll switch it up in a month and restart another account.
What happened to the Barron Trump page?
Oh, I got bored.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, you can't force yourself to edit something you don't want to edit.
Mhm.
So, like, that's why I left my other account, because I felt like I wasn't editing what I wanted to edit. And, you know,
Passionate
editing
words.
something you can have, like, your own, like, spin on, and, like, you decide what you do with it, and you can control it. Yeah.
So I think we should all say what we think Haley's like biggest and best personality trait.
Oh, that's cute.
Like our favorite thing about Haley.
I like that.
Okay, obviously, Haley, I love your personality. But I just decided to go off the grain, and instead of being like, she's nice, she's funny, because I just feel like everyone's all those things. Like, just like the way you speak, and you're so good at like getting your point across and like making people feel so comfortable. Like, you just use your words way better than like any person I've ever met.
Oh,
It's
thanks.
mean.
Really true.
Mine would definitely be the like how invested she is in her friends. Like she cares so much and she lets you know how much she cares about you. And it is just the best thing ever.
I get so worried that everyone's gonna hate me. So I'll be like, oh my goodness, girl, are you okay? Girl, what's going on? Because I don't want anyone to be sad.
Yeah, you give everybody
Well,
like such
because
positive
she's
attention. It's very good quality.
Haley, my favorite quality about you is that you change who you, it's like you changed a lot from like the beginning of the year. But also like the way that you reacted to like the Black Lives Matter movement and like everything, like I don't know, I just really liked how you reacted to that because there were definitely like points throughout the year where I don't think you would have been as big of an advocate as you are now. And I think that you've grown and changed a lot as a person for the positive. And yeah, I think that that's just like my favorite thing. Like seeing, like watching you being able to like grow and change as a person positively over the past year has been like really interesting.
Oh, that's so nice, guys. I say my best trait is I'm the funniest person alive.
See,
And that's about it.
Haley, what's going on with the writing or the poems? Like, what's the newest?
talk about your short stories and everything.
Yeah. Who's the moon? Who's the sun?
Bro, we're not gonna talk about that. That one's deep rooted into my soul. And that one is so extra for such a minuscule situation.
Oh God! And like if you think about what that situation is, it probably wasn't even a real.
It wasn't even a real situation. Because, man, thinking about how much I've changed. Oh, yeah. That's changed.
So what are you currently
Okay.
working on?
So right now, I'm writing a story. I don't know how much I'm going to expand on it. I only have like 3 pages. But I'm writing a story. I don't know. I saw this idea kind of on TikTok. I was like, I want to do it for myself. So I'm writing a story where, like, the person who's reading the book, the narrator, falls in love with the reader. And it's like a complete, like, I don't know. There's like no pronouns, no any of it used. It's just like the best descriptions of love that I can make while making it as vague and, I don't know, surprising as possible.
That's cool. So what's the storyline? Like,
Has
what
anyone
did it
done
start
that?
out being?
I don't know if anyone's done that.
Like how they fall, you know, like how they fall in love. Like what happens? Like what's the first thing that happens in the book?
The first thing that happens is you open the book and it's just like, it's written in like second person.
The first thing you do is you open the book.
No, you open the first document page and you read it and it's like, I don't know, I'm on my computer, but it says, the first thing that comes out of it is like, it's raining. And like, I use rain as something like, when I write about rain, I use it as a way that people change. Like,
The
you
Scarlet
walk through the
Ibis.
Wow, she did take English class.
rain. Like, you walk through, like, I was reading about it today, actually, and I was so surprised because I was like, this is what I read to figure out my writing skills and stuff. And
You did?
yeah, what we read in school today, I read that before. I read that when I was trying to form my own writing style.
Imagine
cool.
reading or writing.
And oh my god, sorry, there's dogs in my backyard. I don't have a dog. Oh no. Oh
What
no.
accent did you just take on?
Give me a second.
Okay.
I call dibs.
And there's a guy who's like in my backyard getting his dog for my game.
Was it like what type of dog? Like I need the tea.
It was a little dog. It was like a Yorkie.
I called dibs. Does he not
I
know
should have
what
just
dibs
stole
are?
him.
I forget what we were talking about.
Oh,
We're talking about writing.
Yeah, so I have that writing. I'm writing it, and it's like basically it's just like vivid descriptions of the weather. And then while I put in the weather in the first paragraph, I also put in like, do you know how people sometimes write songs and they're like, they write it in the form of you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you remember? And then what I'm doing is I'm incorporating different stuff about the weather. Like, do you remember that night on October 21st when I said this and you did that, but you didn't realize that that was me? It's like you're
I know what
falling
you
in
mean, like-
love with your own mind.
You're telling the story to us as if we were there too.
Yeah.
Like almost like this is horrible. It's almost as if we're like dementia. Like let's just say you have no memory of anything. And I was telling Isabella, and I was like, Isabella, do you remember we were in the musical together? Do you remember, like?
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm writing about, the 8th grade musical.
Okay, well, I didn't have a love story with Isabella. I mean, unless you want to. But
No big even lie though. Gloria and I would make a great couple.
we fight so much. Okay,
Don't
back
call
to
couples
Haley.
to that.
So bad.
So, yeah, kind of like that.
That's so cool. Well, can I read it when you're done?
Yeah, if I would finish it, I might get bored.
I have a good
It
question.
seems like the common.
Yeah.
Are your morals? Like, what are a few of your
Lord.
big morals?
Basically just like, oh, this is gonna sound like,
Live, love, laugh.
you have to like live your life that the way that you want, but you also have to like think about how you're living your life and you're doing this and this and this, but you have to think about how much you want to do something. Like if you're sitting on the couch and you're like, yeah, I want to, I'm not gonna say what just popped in my brain. I want to go for a ride. And you're like, but I don't want to do that. But I want to do that. I'm rambling. Give me a sec.
You're good. It's your episode. You do what you want.
And Lauren's
I
editing.
seem like a freaking sociopath. You don't know how to talk after you guys
I
just
really
told
want to
me.
know what the first
You
thing
know
that
how to
popped
talk.
into your head was.
Yeah, what was the first thing that popped into your head?
No. I don't know. I would like to think of life as like maybe a dead flower. Maybe that's a little dark, but a dead flower, when it's just sitting there, it's like a certain type of appeal and a certain type of drawing that comes to a dead flower. Like you can see there's different parts of it that's like brighter and darker. And that was like, that's pretty much your life, you know? Like, there's good parts and there's bad parts, and then there's the stem, which is where you come from, what you always go back to. But then in the end, like, little pieces of you start to fall off in order for you to grow back.
Wow. That is deep.
That's better than retractable dog leash.
The Constitution. Oh wow. Guys, my life is a dead flower.
I wish,
Maybe it's a little dark.
no, I wish my life was a dead flower. I'm pretty sure my life is like a crumb. It's a cracker.
My life is mulch.
But you have to romanticize your own life.
Yeah, we're talking about Haley's life right now.
Yes. Okay, Haley. Nah, I don't want to talk about family.
I don't want to either.
Yeah, that's why I didn't bring it.
Oh, and how about
There-
these are shorter episodes? Only the person it's about gives advice.
Is there
Oh, God,
anything?
my advice is just going to be a dead flower. Eat spaghetti.
Is there anything big going on in your life right now? Or like, I don't know, like event, I don't know.
What are you excited for going back to school? Guys, we're going back to school. We didn't tell you this.
Oh, we
Not
didn't. We
really.
found out-
No, you're not.
Mm-mm. I don't want to sit there all day. Yeah, so
Is very
I don't know. You guys always perceive me to be the most interesting person ever.
You
but
are.
I
You
just-
just did the analogy of
flipping mysterious. Like, I don't know. Like,
you are also the coolest.
Oh, it's so nice.
have you gotten your
Never.
nails done recently?
No, I just peeled them all off last night. I got bored.
Oh yeah, I peeled all of the polish off and then trimmed most of them down.
I was
I
gonna
get
do
bored
dip.
often. Here's something, I get bored often, so I'll
yeah. We've noticed that's kind of
impulsively do something.
Usually the excuse for most things is I was bored.
Yeah. I have purple hair.
Mm.
Is there anything else you think the people need to know about you?
Haley, how many colors has your hair been?
Like
Blonde counts.
Mm-mm.
Uh-huh.
We're not going back to that time. I don't know.
Haley,
Ask me
your
one more
advice is
question.
be a
What
dead
are your
flower.
what do you want for the future?
Yeah, what do you want the future to look like?
Well, I imagine my future could be going one of two ways.
Dead flower or mulch?
Well, my life is already a dead flower. That's how it works. That's why I described it that way. But maybe I describe one life as what I dream, and one life more as a perceivable reality. Well, the dream is, of course, to move back to. I can't name states, can I? I can name big cities. Move back to Chicago. And I'll be a prosecution attorney. Except I'll actually do my job and actually make sure I withhold the law. Withstand, not withhold. That would mean condoning. But, that's what I want to do. And I want to live in a studio apartment with a cat and maybe a hamster. Who knows? I'll be the only 30-year-old in the world with a hamster.
Live in
But
the
that's what I
dream.
want to do with my life. But, everyone has those, big dreams, those, huge dreams. But, I don't know. Our parents had those dreams, and our parents now just, I don't know, work in grocery stores and work in banks. And those weren't my parents' dreams, but that's just what came to over time. So I feel like over time, maybe I will write a book because, I've got enough material to write anything now.
Haley, you should do. My aunt does law, and she's an author. So I think you would be an amazing law author.
My dad's a lawyer. If you
A
need
lawther.
A author. I don't know.
They say those who can't do teach. So
I think
That's
my
what it
parents.
does.
I think my parents fulfilled their dream.
yeah, I would go with that.
The few people who do achieve their dreams from when they were kids, I don't know. When you're a kid, you always have that dream that's I want to be a rock star. I want to go to space. I want to do this and this and this. But when I was a kid, I never had those dreams.
Why
I
do
had
you
the
think
dream-
being an astronaut was an option?
I
It's not. Well,
I mean, no one goes to space anymore.
yeah, you can still be an astronaut though. Like you work at
thing. There was no one on the thing that took
Oh
over.
god.
Before this gets any more painful, Haley, you want to say goodbye?
Yeah.
And we have a serious conversation to be had.
See you later, fellas and chicas, and anyone who falls in between.
Or outside.
Or, God, I can't win.
He, him, they, them, she, her, Ziza.
We love you, Haley.
So don't pop up.
See you
Bye.
later, pumpkins.
Astronauts are dead. But hold on, no. But astronauts are real. Like they're not like something that's like made.
It's so real, but it's not really like an option. You don't go to school to be an astronaut and then you walk out of college and get caught up.
Didn't a space shuttle just go to space that had humans in it?
Yes.
It
Yes,
did.
it did. Yes.
An astronaut. Didn't we watch that movie last year? Hidden Figures?
Guys.
They worked for
Hidden Figures
NASA.
was set in like the 1950s.
But they
Okay,
still went to
Go to space.
But astronauts are like real. It's
They are real, but we all thought it was like an easily obtained job.
okay, but like this is the same as saying like I wanted to be a singer. Like I wanted to be a singer. It's a real job. Like
I don't know. It's just as real as those kids saying, I want to be a cowboy.
Baby.